the second half, but bottom line, it's a win.
Yeah, I think I told you yesterday. That's who we're going to kill them by one. That's who this team is. So, like, that's who we are. And end of the year, you won't ask me by how many. You just ask me how many.
What was the difference between the first and the second half, do you think?
For one thing, we haven't practiced a whole lot being up 15. That hasn't been our concern. So, second of all, for whatever reason, we have struggled a little bit offensively. It seems like in the start of the second half a couple times. So we got to figure that out as a group. Maybe the whistle, you know, couple bumps here, couple bump there, go the other way. Shot doesn't go. You start to, you know, worry. These guys read all the things that everybody writes and everybody says about how big this game was. And as I tried to tell them, it's important. Every game gives you a chance to win a championship. But if we lost tonight, I mean, I don't know. These numbers aren't right, but we were 2-5 the year we went to the final. When we started in the Big East, the year we went to the Final Four. So it's like no game is life or death, but every game is the most important thing you do at that moment. So I think that certainly was part of it. They played better. I thought we did a good job coming out throwing the first punch. You know, you can't. Basketball is not a game where you can knock people out. If it was, we probably that would have been open. So you have to learn how to sustain it for 40 minutes. And I've talked to you guys all along that it's important for this group, and it's also somewhere in there fatigue's a factor. They're young, but we're still really young. And the grueling road and all that we've talked about. Who knows? Who knows all that? Talk too much.
Danny has really come on, had his first double-double tonight. Is that he's getting a lot more playing time because I guess he's doing such a good job rebounding the ball?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. He's doing a good job in every way. He's getting better. And I talk to you all the time about that's what's the most important thing. He's getting better. You're going to reward guys that get better. Danny's gotten better.
What have you been doing, Danny?
Nothing really special. Just going there and just working hard. That's what I've been taught to do from the time I started playing when I was 9 up to now. Just go out there and just brush your butt every night, in and night out.
You got fouled on the dunk there, and the ball kind of hung on the rim. What were you thinking watching that?
Honestly, like when the ball went up in the air and it just came down, I was looking like I didn't even look back at the basket. I just heard the crowd just go crazy. I'm just like, and one, and I just lost my mind. It was great, absolutely great.
Because over this last stretch of games, you might not have gotten that rolling over the last stretch, right?
Yeah.
You really enjoy rebounding?
I wouldn't say enjoy it, just
It's not a fun thing necessarily.
Sure it is.
it is fun, but at the same time, it's a grind. To go up against dudes who may be bigger than you, more athletic than you are, but I feel like if you just go in and work harder than them, you know, you'll be able to rebound. It's just easy.
Rebounding is one of the few things you can be selfish in
Right.
and be good in basketball.
Are you healthier than you've been since you've been here?
Yeah, a lot healthier than I've been the past couple of years.
You weren't in practice.
Oh, sorry about that. Go ahead.
You weren't in practice yesterday. I guess you had a personal situation to deal with. Anything you can say about that, or?
That was hard. It was rough to go home and just coming home from Sunday and hearing about getting got to McCaffrey and you gotta try to come back and not think about it, not try to let it hurt you, but that's very difficult. And I feel like I didn't want to miss practice, but the time away just to gather my thoughts and just recuperate and just try to relax for a little bit. It gave me a good mindset coming back. You know? just come back and just use that as motivation. But at the same time, no, it's still hard. It's still hard to do.
Lamar, did they do anything differently on you in the second half? You really had it seemed like an easy time getting to the basket in the first half, and then I don't think you were able to do that until almost at the end of the game.
Well, yeah, they definitely did. They started like pressing up more. The big man was more tentative, hedging the screens and stuff. But it's basketball. It's not easy.
We didn't get out in transition as much either. I think he got a few things in transition. So when they score a little bit more, we don't get as much. I think at some point midway through there, we did a good job getting some stops and getting back out in transition. Not that it resulted so much for him. I just thought we did a good job.
Coach says, of course, no game is absolute must win, but after not winning in about a month, it's gotta feel good to get one of those.
Really good, man. Coach just tells us it don't matter about how many. A win is a win. You know? Now you enjoy the night, put it behind you, on to the next one. Play, big game coming up Saturday, so I know the guys definitely pumped up for it. Just gotta get better at practice more.
What do you think it means to the team? I know you talk about getting better, but at some point you got to get some wins too. Do you think that this is much needed in that respect?
Sure. Yeah. They deserve. As I said all along, they deserve positive reinforcement. They've played well. They've been very resilient, and they've continued to get better. And they've come up short a couple times against very good teams, on the road, at home, and so this is what you need to do. Puts us in position to deal with it tomorrow.
Had you considered at all not playing today, Danny, or you were definitely not?
Not playing today was far from it. Like after going through a personal matter and sitting out there first, year and a half, I just got to think like you missed a good chunk. Beginning part of the year, don't let something slip away like this. Like this is one of the best opportunities I've had in a long time, and it feels good to take advantage of something like this, to be a part of something like this, and to have this in the back of my mind and let it build up. But then again, it's time to go on to the next one, next game, next big game. It's never a last minute situation.
Did you see this in Danny?
I did.
Like at the beginning of the year, or on tape from last year, or anything like that?
I mean, as we started working with him,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I even talked to the previous staff about it. I would see him on the road in July. I talked to him. I don't know what I saw, but I saw. I liked what I saw.
Is the Robert Morris and Mount St. Mary's has been a big rivalry the last few years? Is that still intact, or is it just another NEC game now? I know both coaching staffs are different. A lot of the players have moved on, that sort of thing.
We've been here. I know.
It's still intact.
Definitely.
On our
Sounds like
definitely.
Yeah.
But like you said, it don't make a
It's
break.
another game,
Right.
but
Right.
there's a rival.
It's always good to win.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it, guys.